We've been to some remarkable places over the last 14 years of the Irish History podcast. We've been on medieval battlefields, we've joined emigrants escaping the Great Hunger and seen the Irish Revolution play out after World War I. But my plan for 2024 is to embark on an even more ambitious journey with you. Now, I'm quietly confident that this year is going to be the best yet, but I'm reaching out to ask for your help to make my plan possible. Let me explain it because I think you'll really like it. So production is just starting on what will be a new series that will take us back to what's known as the Year of Liberty, 1798. Now that's a truly gripping time in Irish history. It was actually the largest Irish rebellion. In 1798, rebels inspired by the French Revolution dreamed of forging a new society in the midst of a deeply unequal Ireland. Now, when these lofty ideals crashed headlong into the day-to-day realities of life in the 1790s, this forged a gripping story. It's one laced with major battles, remarkable bravery, deceit and treachery in what became a winner-takes-all struggle. Now, with your support, I can create a really engaging narrative history of these remarkable days. I want to focus on the extraordinary stories, from aristocratic rebels to government agents and informers, creating a vivid picture of what day-to-day life was like. It has the potential to be truly epic. Now, the research phase is underway, but this is where I need your help. Ultimately, you're going to decide the scale and depth of this series. I want to avoid creating something that just lists off dates, the stuff that turned us all off history in school. With your support, I can do so much more with the story of 1798. It can be history that's gripping and entertaining. To develop this series to its full potential, I need 200 new supporters. Basically, I need you to sign up to support the show on Patreon. I know this is an ambitious target, but if you become a supporter, by giving what is the equivalent of a pint or a cup of coffee each month really makes a difference to me. Your contribution will help cover production costs, including audio editing, voice actors, but most importantly, the extensive research that breathes life into the narrative. This will involve months and months of work. Now, I'm not backed by any university, which gives me the freedom to pursue the stories I'm passionate about, but it also means I rely on your support to access crucial resources for in-depth research. When you become a supporter at patreon.com/Irish podcast, you get lots of exclusive perks. You get access to an ad-free version of the show. I love that feature myself. And then there's hours of bonus series and podcasts, including my audiobook on the Black Death, a series on the Irish Civil War, and my upcoming series on the outbreak of the Troubles. That's going to be essential listening to anyone with an interest in modern Irish history. That's all exclusively available to you when you become a supporter. With your backing, this series on the 1798 rebellion will be something really special. We can achieve a lot together, and we have an impressive track record on this front. Back in 2017, I asked listeners to support a proposal to make a series on the Great Hunger. I didn't know what to expect, but when listeners responded and supported my work, we created a series on the Great Hunger that has been downloaded millions of times. That's impressive by any standard. That was all funded by the listeners, and now I'm asking you to help me repeat this with the story of the 1798 rebellion. That's my pitch. I'm asking you to become one of the 200 new supporters that will make this possible. It's a high target, but we can create something unique and pretty special. We've done it before, and I want you to help me do it again in 2024. You'll find links to patreon.com/Irish podcast in the show notes to make this happen. Thanks for taking the time to hear me out. Next week, I'll be kicking off the year with a show on the story of the lost Irish city of New Geneva. Until then, Slán.